All right, so we're gonna be making a Toppl today. I've got a puppy staying with me who's pretty picky. She's not a great eater. She doesn't eat her meals great, and she doesn't like a lot of different treats. So we've done a lot of experimenting to find the things that she really likes. She needs some enrichment during the day because she's pretty active, and her dad works a full-time job during the day, so she needs something to keep her entertained. So I found out a couple of things she really likes. This is some peanut butter. This is my dog peanut butter, so the double dipping thing is approved. This is a little bit of lamb, Stella and Chewy's, and I'll use this as a cork for the hole here. And then this is some canned food. Now, because she's a little bit picky and she's not great at eating her meals, all of the calories that are going into here are calculated out of her daily diet. And that way, when it's time for dinner, she's not entirely full from her snacks, and she's not overeating during the day because her calories all come out in the wash at the end of the day. So make sure that their chews or their Toppls are part of their meal. I'll make them better at eating their meals. So I've got the small size Toppl. It does have a hole in it, which is a nice feature. I actually like it. When you're using something like wet food, you'll need to plug up the hole. So a couple other things. The zip tie you see on this is because I carabiner. So I'll put a little attachment point, and that'll hang from the side of the crate, keeps them from burying it, making a mess, and it also encourages them to go into the crate to eat it if you leave the crate door open. So I'm gonna plug this hole up here, and that's just so the canned food doesn't leak out. You can kind of push it from either side. And now I've calculated the rest of her meal to allow for a little bit of peanut butter and about 2 ounces of the canned food. So I've got my scale here, and I do weigh these out. And so I'll set that on there and zero it out. And that middle part of the Toppl right through there can be really, really hard for dogs to eat. So I'm gonna fill that with her favorite part of this whole thing, the peanut butter. And that way she's encouraged to actually get all the way down to the bottom. If that's the hardest part, I don't want to put her least favorite thing there. Otherwise, she may not go for it. So just a little bit in the bottom. That's not much. That's half an ounce. And then I'm going to, and that actually is more than I would normally put in. And then I'm going to top that with the canned food. Just making sure that the total weight is about 2 ounces. And if you start to lose space like that, you just tap it on the counter. And that came out 2.2, so I'll just make sure that the next one is a little bit lighter than that and put that in the fridge. If they need a little starter on it, you can put a tiny little bit of cream cheese or something on the beginning of it. Some dogs won't work on it while it's frozen right away, so that's a good way to get them going. But then when she goes back in her crate after a walk, that'll get hooked onto the side, and she'll have a little part of her meal during the day.